Oh, remember my first episode that I had first year in Lighthouse? I told you about. I told one time that movies were my best friends when I was living with mom, and my only friends and my only real family I had. And it was very serious moment for me, and she decides to ruin it. Says, "No, that's not true. You had friends all the time coming over at your house. You also had AJ, Vinny, and your mom. And you wonder what I did? I strangled that bitch and slammed her head against the wall. And it felt good. Also, so years later, when I was living with dad, and he told the truth that movies were like my little buddies, friends, because I was so isolated. He figured it out, and I said, "That's not true." And one was now I wasn't talking about what he said wasn't true. I was talking about what my therapist said wasn't true years ago at my first year at Lighthouse. Because she was there in the room. And I yelled out loud at her. But I don't. Dad thought it was at him. So, yeah. Also, want to know what really happened? No one ever came to my house. No, I had no friends in Columbus the first 3 years when I was living with mom. So no friends came to my house. AJ was the one who had friends, and AJ's friends were the only ones that were always coming over. And you want to know what happened when I went to Lighthouse? When I made friends, I made friends. But you don't want to know what? They wanted to have play dates with me, and Vinny turned all of them down and spoke for me. Said I didn't want that. Want to know how I know this? Because Miss Cole said so. She broke the news to me, and I had no idea. And I want to lead to this. Well, I asked the question: can teachers hang out at school? And just after school, he says no, it's against policy. But you can have hang out with kids as school. Okay, but this is I don't really have kids or friends to hang out with that want to hang out with me. Yes, you do. Remember, Vinny called and you said you didn't want to hang out with them. All the kids in this classroom. Mm-hmm. And that's all I can remember. When I was shocked and maybe more depressed, and it felt like no one really wanted to hang out with me, you know? Because I had no one to hang out with but my movies in my room. And mom. So, AJ, but I didn't for the last 3 years I was living with mom. Once I turned 10, the rest of the years, he stopped trying to avoid me as much as possible, and he did. He succeeded. Bravo. Um, but he started doing it when I turned 9, but then completely avoided me as much as possible. He started to doing that when I turned 9 in the first house. And then when we got to the second house, he did more and more. But when he went to turn, he came out with nothing, was never hanged out with me again. Just as friend would be nice. Anyway, so my only play buddy for the last 3 years when I was living with mom was really my mom dying of ALS and couldn't walk anymore, talk. Basically paralyzed. Like she wasn't paralyzed, she just couldn't walk, but handicapped. So I remember, they never said that she was pretty, and for the last 3 years, she never went outside of the house. And I just remember that now. Her 40th birthday that we celebrated when I was 10 was was when I was 13. It was one of those last 3 years. Her 40th birthday that we celebrated for some point in the last 3 years when we were living with her, me and AJ, was the only time she got out of the house in those 3 years. In the last time she got out of the house. So, Vinny bought, well, he said bought, but I'm sure it was Dad that bought it, because Vinny, I don't know what kind of his mouth was true. He said he bought, and he had the sink, he said he had the sink installed, but I'm guessing it was Dad or AJ that set up, because I just don't think he'd set up himself. Or he had someone else's house set up, but of course I don't think he did that because he was too cheap. He got this ramp all set up for Mom's electric wheelchair. And it was only in use once. Well, twice. The same night on her 40th birthday, twice. Going out and in the house. So, not only I was isolated, but Mom was isolated like me. And want to know what was last things we watched? Pink Floyd's The Wall several times, the movie, and the complete series several times of every episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. That Nickelodeon show. We did that for the last 3 years, and we did that last year. Pink Floyd's The Wall and Avatar: Last Airbender was the last show we watched together, and movie we watched together was Pink Floyd's The Wall. Was last movie. Those were the two last things, very last things we ever watched together. We watched more stuff than this, Dad. We watched The Nanny. We watched The Bachelorette. We watched The Bachelor. The Bachelor wasn't on at the time, if I remember correctly. But we watched America's Next Top Model. Pretty great show. I loved it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I really like the theme song. That's the reason why I like it. We watched the show H2O. We watched Degrassi. All episodes of Degrassi, I remember we watched. We watched Take Me Down to Earth, City of Angels, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and Inspector Gadget, Inspector Gadget 2. She liked the first one more than the sequel, but I like the sequel more, but it's okay, we have different opinions. And, remember something bad. Columbus took my opinion more seriously than Lighthouse ever did for movies and TV shows, but they disagree with me more often because they could tell I actually believed that this was bad or good, but they disagree with me more often. I don't know why, maybe they just have different tastes, but Lighthouse would more often agree with me, but didn't feel genuine, like real, like Columbus did. Kids and the teachers. Except the kids. Lighthouse kids, the exception when the opinion feels genuine, disagree with me. But the teachers were different. They just felt phony and how they disagree with me more often. And, they did. But it didn't feel real. Like, the teachers and kids at Columbus. And I talked about movies when I was in detention several times with the principal.